welcome back to my channel. So we have a different background today. So today we're in the kitchen because we're going to be making a sweet treat today. So this is what this video is going to be about. So today we are making the Dubai chocolate bar. I've been craved to buy the stuff to make it here at home. I've been looking all over to buy the original Dubai chocolate bar, but I couldn't. I did find a brand at World Market, and it wasn't exactly like the chocolate bar, but they had them in like little truffles. They had them in a cookie form, and then they also had them in like little bite-sized chocolates. We got into those. I'm sorry I did not do a review, but they were delicious. I wanted to buy the original chocolate bar so I could like show you guys like the difference between the real chocolate bar that went viral on TikTok compared to the homemade one and compared to that one that I bought. There's also going to be a little what do you call it, surprise at the end of this video as well, doing a review on another kind of chocolate as well. So when I was originally trying to buy the original chocolate bar, I tried buying it on Amazon, and it said I couldn't, the place that it shipped from, I'm not in the area where they could ship it to. So I wanted to do it on TikTok. But usually the last time I ordered something on TikTok, it took quite a long time to get to me, so I would have had it in the refrigerator for a while till I filmed this video by the time I got here. But we wanted to make it here. So since I've kind of tasted what it likes, the whole hype of it is the cream in the middle behind the chocolate. So it is a stuffed chocolate bar, and it has pistachio like cream in the middle with this stuff called katafi. It's like a dough something, and it's mixed in with tahini. And of course some people put like pistachios in it when they make them here at home, like crushed up pistachios. We're gonna do that on the top part of the chocolate, just give it a little bit of crunch, maybe, to add a little bit different style to what I've been seeing all over TikTok. So yeah, that is just the whole thing about the Dubai chocolate. If you were like me and had no clue what the Dubai chocolate was, especially if you're local, where this all went viral like in other like states and all that, and everybody was going cuckoo over Dubai chocolate. Crumble just came out with a brownie chocolate, a Dubai brownie as well. So I didn't get a chance to taste the Dubai chocolate brownie from Crumble because it went sold out pretty quickly, and I didn't get a chance to make it to Crumble before they ran out. So that might be another video, because I did buy the stuff for the chocolate Dubai brownies, but that's gonna be for another video. So we're gonna get into the ingredients now. Okay, so I did like a little thing in the beginning of what you'll need. I'm probably gonna do a little tiny clippets of what you're gonna need, but I'm gonna pull out stuff right away. So this is the star of the show, what you put into the pistachios. So this is dried katafi. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. This is what it is. I got a big bag from Amazon, so I decided to make some chocolate bars. I have 2 different molds, and you'll see. And I'm gonna probably do the Dubai chocolate brownie too, so this is gonna be plenty enough. And then I always have extra for if I want to make more here at home, because I bought extra of the stuff, the ingredients, so I can make extras. You're gonna need the tahini. So it is sesame seed, roasted and ground sesame seed, but it's called tahini. This is what you'll put inside the pistachio cream as well. That makes it yummy, apparently. I got some Cake Craft Dazzle Dust. So if you guys are not familiar with the Dubai chocolate, the outer part of the chocolate has like a gold, the eatable gold flakes. Focus on my face. So it has the eatable gold flakes as well. So that's what that is. I couldn't find the gold flakes, so we're gonna work with what I was able to find at Walmart. I went to Hobby Lobby too, and I don't remember if I was looking for the gold flakes there. But we're gonna have some Choco Maker candy wafers. They're dark green because they do spread green on the outside of the candy bar. I got the Garandali milk chocolate melting wafers. I got 2 bags of those because I didn't know how much I was going to need. And then I have 2 different brands of this pistachio cream, but the other pistachio cream I found at World Market, and we're going to use that for the Dubai brownies. But this one I got off of Amazon. And this is the Turkish pistachio cream. It says 25% pistachios. So when I did my research about the Dubai chocolate, they said to get the Turkish style pistachio cream because it's the best. So I got 2 of those. Of course, we got some Craving pistachio kernels, shelled. I'm gonna chop up some and maybe put it in the pistachio cream, and some on the top of the pistachio candy bar as well. And then you're going to need a chocolate mold. So I went to Hobby Lobby because I saw that they had molds there too, and the website didn't tell me how big they were, so when I went into the store, they were for miniature size versions. I could have made miniature size versions, but you have to stuff them. So I don't think the stuffing was going to be good enough. So when I went to Walmart and bought some stuff that I needed for this video and for the other video that I'm going to be making, I did find these chocolate bar molds. This is about the size that I'm thinking. I don't know how we're gonna stuff them. I know you're gonna do like a first little light layer and then stuff it, and then you can do another layer on top, and then you mold it, put it in the refrigerator to set. Hopefully it does good. But Amazon, I was trying to look on Amazon for the exact one without buying the kit that it was on there. I found these, and this is a huge chocolate bar. This is huge. This is like bigger than my face. I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to stuff anything in here. We're going to attempt to, but in comparison, to show you the difference between the two, the significance of this one being bigger than this one. So we're gonna attempt both of them and see which one works out the best. We're gonna do with what I did. I did get food coloring. I had bought white chocolate too, but since I found the green chocolate, I'm going to use a little of the green chocolate to decorate the outside of the chocolate bar. But I did buy orange wafers too, but it's for another project for my other video, and it's not the orange I want, so I'm gonna want this kind of orangey right here. So I got food coloring, some gel food coloring, and hopefully this works for what I'm doing. Hopefully. I hope I don't screw it up. Anyways, you're gonna need a cutting board. So I got my cutting board. You're gonna need a kitchen scissors, a knife to cut up the katafi, some spoons, a big bowl. That's gonna be for the katafi when it's done cooking. And then 2 Ziploc baggies, because I'm going to put the green chocolate in here and the orange chocolate in here. Oh wait, I still need the white chocolate. Oh my gosh. Let me get the white chocolate. So you are gonna need the white chocolate for the orange. So I got the white chocolate, just Iron Dally. I'm going to make an orange color to decorate the outside of the candy bar. And I think that's all the ingredients, and a measuring cup for the regular chocolate. I'm just gonna do it in the microwave, a pan for the stove, and butter. You're gonna need non-salted butter to cook the toffee. So this is going to be quite a bit steps for me to do. I'm probably going to start off with the first layer to harden it, to get it to set for the filling, and then we'll go to move on to the toffee. So that's where our game plan is at. And once it's cooled off, I don't know if I have to let the toffee cool down. I probably have to let it cool down for a little bit, then put the stuff in the stuffing, and then do the last layer of chocolate, and we'll have the 2 bars of chocolate, and we'll be ready to taste the yummy chocolate. Yeah. I'm living for it today because it's that time of month, so the chocolate is what I crave. So this is a perfect timing for me to make this video. So I will see you guys later on. So in this clip, I'm just giving you an overall look of everything you'll need again. And we're going to do the first step. We're going to do the molds for the first layer. So I'm just getting a cup and lining it with a Ziploc baggie. We're going to go in with the white chocolate. This makes it easier to put the chocolate inside the Ziploc bag. And then I'm also going to do this with the green chocolate melts as well. I did not do any measuring. I just eyeballed what I think I needed. So I can't tell you the exact measurements of everything that I did. Maybe online you guys can actually find a recipe that gives you the exact measurements you'll need. I just eyeballed everything, and usually I'm pretty good with just eyeballing what I need. So we're gonna melt the white chocolate. As you see, I did put it in a measuring cup, but I'm doing that because as the chocolate is melting in the Ziploc bag, the glass of the measuring cup is going to heat up as well. So I'm going to use that to keep my chocolate warm as I'm preparing the mold with the other layers so that we're going to decorate the top part of the chocolate. And we're just waiting for the chocolate to melt. I'm trying a new way of voiceover. Hopefully my voice is loud and clear because I do have now a professional mic, and I upgraded to a mixer to help me give better quality in my voiceover. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So this is the first melting. We're gonna take it out. It's starting to melt. I'm gonna probably put it back in the microwave one more time. Oh, I think I already did the second. I think that one, the white chocolate, and melted a little bit easier. It was a little green chocolate that I had to do 2 or 3 times because it was taking a while to melt. See, this time it didn't melt, so we're gonna go put it back in, let it melt, and then we just check it in between each section of the 30 seconds. But yeah, I'm learning how to do my voiceovers a little bit better and like in line with my storyline. So now, as you see, I put the 2 chocolates in the glass, and it's gonna keep my chocolate nice and warm. I learned that from a TikToker on TikTok. So now I'm going in with the white chocolate, and I'm adding the orange the orange gel food coloring to make it the orange that I want it to be. And I'm just adding more drops as I'm going along because it was too much of a pastel color orange. And I'm just mixing and mixing, and it makes it life a whole lot easier instead of doing all kinds of dishes. So I'm going in with that gold glitter dust and lining the bottom part so that way you can see the glitter. And then I'm going in with the chocolate, and I'm just drizzling in random little spaces to put in the chocolate, because in the Dubai chocolate it does have like a pretty design on the outside of the chocolate bar. So we're trying to make it look fancy and pretty cool. The outcome was really nice. You guys will see at the end and the final look. And we're going in with the orange chocolate as well, and we're just going to drizzle until we get that cute little consistency to make it look like marbly. And of course I'm making TikToks. So I'm making a miniature version of this video for TikTok. And then we're just spreading it out a little bit evenly so that way it could have an even coat of the chocolate pattern. It looks a mess right now, but trust me, when it's done at the final look, it's beautiful. So I'm going in with the milk chocolate, and I'm actually putting this in the measuring cup because it's going to be easier for me to pour out to the chocolate onto the chocolate bar. So again, 30-second intervals, and in between each 30 seconds we're stirring it. So I think I had to do it twice for it to get to the consistency that I wanted. And we're waiting again, waiting the 30 seconds. When you're making goodies like that, those 30 seconds seem like forever. But yeah, well, technically it was like the 60 seconds between if you have to do it twice, but yeah. And I've come to like the Ghirlandaio chocolates for like making candy and all that because it has a better flavor and it tastes more like, it has a better quality in taste. So anytime you're making any kind of things with chocolate, it's good best to find like the best tasting chocolate because it makes it taste more how do you say it? What's the word I'm thinking of? It makes it more like high quality chocolate instead of getting like the low quality chocolate. It makes a difference in the chocolate as well when you're making goodies like this. And I can honestly say in the process of this, it does take quite a bit, but it took me longer. It took me like half the afternoon to do this. I didn't finish till like way after like 5:30 because I started like around like 1:30ish, I think. It probably would have taken maybe an hour at the most doing all these steps, but because I was recording for YouTube and I was recording clips for TikTok, of course it took me longer. So we're gonna go in with the milk chocolate. So for this first batch, for the first layer, I did use half a bag of one of those Ghirlandaio packages of the chocolate melts. So the brown mold took most of the chocolate, so I thought I was gonna have enough for the small chocolate too, but I ended up not having enough because the big mold took more chocolate than I was thinking in my head. So like I didn't measure out nothing, so the first brown chocolate bar took about a cup of chocolate and we're just spreading it evenly to coat every crevice so that way it could stuff good. And when we put the stuffing in there and then we put the second layer of chocolate, nothing comes out, and then it's easy when it comes out of the mold so it doesn't break as easily. But yeah, the first chocolate mold is significantly larger than the other mold. So I didn't anticipate that but that's okay because I used the rest of the first bag, about like the first bag for the chocolate, the second mold, the blue mold. The brown mold I got off of Amazon, and it said it was a large one. I thought it was going to be like the size as the blue one, but it's significantly bigger, but I made do with what I had. It worked out nice. I used 2 different styles of molds and they both worked out perfectly. So if you find them on Amazon or if you find the mold at Walmart, like the blue one that I found, we're going to do the second chocolate bar, the same process. You melt the chocolate and then you just layer a thin layer of chocolate on the bottom so that way that's a good foundation so we can stuff the chocolate bar. But yeah, if you guys choose the molds, you can make molds. I was even thinking making like miniature ones, but I was like, how am I gonna stuff the miniature ones in them because they're smaller? So I ended up not doing the miniature ones, but maybe for a video or maybe like experimenting or whatever, I'll try it out to make like little miniature treats, because I know the original Dubai chocolate, they came out with smaller size chocolate bars. So we might do some smaller chocolate bars and just make them as little treats for my family. And I think it'd be cute for like parties or whatever, but it is a good process on how to, by the time you do all this. But it did take me longer, like I told you, because I was recording for TikTok and I was recording for YouTube. So as a content creator, when you're cooking, your process takes a little bit longer than what the original recipe is set for to you to make everything in the time frame. So I'm going to end here with this little voiceover and head on to the clips that I am talking, and I'll come back later on with a voiceover for you guys. So I'm just layering it. Everything's in the refrigerator. The first step is done. Hi guys, so the first step of the Dubai chocolates are complete. The molds are inside the freezer. They're gonna chill for a bit while we're gonna do the next step. We're gonna cook the toffee now. So that's what this next step is gonna be. So the next step is to cook the toffee and toast it. So you're gonna get butter and you're gonna melt the butter. And I think this was my first attempt when I did the toffee. I'm not sure because I added the butter and then I started adding in the toffee. And I started doing it little bit by little, and I started getting to the toffee. So I started seeing that it was clumping up, and then I was adding more butter on this first attempt, and I thought I screwed up the toffee because it started looking more like, started getting thick on me, and it wasn't really toasting like I thought. So in the middle of this process on this clip, I was freaking out and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I screwed it up. So I went on TikTok to see how you do the toffee, and I did a lot of research before making this video and preparing myself, and I started freaking out because right here you can see it's getting clumpy and like doughy. So I started freaking out like, oh no, I probably screwed it up. So I was already planning on just discarding this first batch because I saw it wasn't looking like how it's supposed to look. So when I went on TikTok, I got pointers, and I was still able to save this first batch of toffee because I saw another TikTok saying you have to cook the toffee for quite a bit of time. A lot of people just go in there real quick, roll toast real quick, and get a little bit of color, and that's it. But you gotta make it look, it has to be toasty and like a brownie color, like toasted coconut. So I kept stirring it, and I think that was what the mess on this first batch was. I wasn't stirring it that well, and it was sticking to the pan. And right now you can see it was like doing like a caramelization or something. That's what it looks like, and it started foaming up. So I'm like, I definitely did something wrong here because I was freaking out like it's not supposed to bubble up like that. And it's because I think I put too much butter on this first batch, and the butter was just making it more greasy. So I was completely freaking out. So I was watching TikToks while I was doing this, trying to figure out how I could save this first batch of toffee. So this is kind of a blooper here. If you try to attempt to make it at home as well, you start freaking out because it's not coming out the way you do. It's okay. This was my first attempt to do it, and I watched videos to kind of like see. So in the video that I watched, she says that she uses a half a cup of butter, half a cup or a half, I don't even remember. I have to go look and see. But she used quite a bit of butter, and then she waited for the butter to completely melt. And the mistake I was doing here, I still had it on high and medium high. So it still was toasty now at this point, where I just continued going to see if I could preserve the toffee. So I started putting it in a container, and I snapped that I put it in a plastic container, and I realized, oh no, it's gonna start melting the container. So I came and got an aluminum container so that it wouldn't melt the plastic container. So I'm completely starting fresh. So we're gonna let the butter melt completely. You don't want to see the little clumps of butter. And I'm pretty sure she used I could swear I heard her say like a cup and a half of butter, but that doesn't sound right. Now I added the toffee, and she says you have to constantly be stirring it. Do not let it sit. It'll start feeling like it's sticking, but that's okay because it's toasty. So it's easy to scrape off. It doesn't actually stick to the pan. It's easy to stick off. And you're gonna see that it's kind of messy when you're stirring it, because I made a complete mess stirring the toffee this second time. And I went in with a little bit more toffee. Well, while I was stirring and paying attention and trying to figure out like what I did wrong on the first batch, the first batch was cooling off, and I started looking at it, and it looked like it got toasted. But the thing is, the reason why it was bubbling at the end is because I put too much butter the first attempt, and I was adding butter while I was making it toasty, because I was using the butter so it wouldn't stick to the pan and cause burning, because the kataffi could burn as well. So what was happening is the kataffi had too much butter in it, and the butter was trying to evaporate out of the kataffi. So that's why it was bubbling, because I was like freaking out. I saved the first batch. I was able to use it. I even tasted it. And a lot of people who are making the kataffi, they say you have to let the kataffi cook for quite a bit. So this second batch took me quite a bit of time to toast it completely, to making it look like toasted coconut. But you have to constantly be stirring it like I'm seeing here. I have it on time lapse because I knew it was going to take me this long to get it to actually toast. So my back and my feet were, I've never been at a stovetop this long trying to make something toast. And it was hot there because you're over the flame. I have the freaking fan on because I was afraid it was gonna start burning. But it's very easy to not burn. And it seems like it's sticking, it looks like it's sticking to the pan, but you just go in with your spatula. And the spatula I'm using has like a little bit of rubber on the bottom, so it made it a little bit easier for me to scrape it and not damage the kataffi. But yeah, I just wanted to come out here and tell you, like, my first attempt was not good. So if you guys make the kataffi and you guys are feeling like, oh no, what am I doing? It's clumping up and all that. It's okay, because that happened to me as well too. And I did a lot of research before I even started filming, so I'm prepared to see what I'm getting myself into. But yeah, it's toasting and we're just waiting for it to toast. And yeah, the first batch I was able to actually use, and I'm putting it into a safe container where it won't melt. So it's actually toasty. You can actually see how toasty it is. And I did let the kataffi cool for a good while, like maybe 30 or 20 minutes before I actually added in the pistachio cream. So we're gonna add in the pistachio cream. I did not measure, but I did use the 2 containers that I bought. I started off with the first container, I mixed it in and I started putting it in, and then I asked my mom to taste test it for me. So we added the first container, and then I added the tahini. I only added maybe, I don't even know how much tahini I added. I think I maybe a spoonful, maybe a good spoonful and a half. We're gonna see in the clip because I don't remember. I didn't do my measurements and all that. I think it was a good, like, maybe teaspoon, because some people say that the tahini, if you add too much, I tasted it like that. It's like a nutty flavor, but my mom thinks it's a little bit too bitter, so she told me not to put too much of that tahini. So I put a good spoonful in there, and like you can see, I drizzled it in because it's that lighter brown color. So I started mixing it in together, the first container of the pistachio cream and a little bit of the tahini. I started mixing it in, and then that's when I told my mom to taste test it to see how she likes it. So then I taste tested it and I said it was pretty good. She wanted more of the pistachio cream in it, so we went in with the second container with the pistachio cream because we wanted it to taste like pistachio. That is the key to the filling. That's what makes the Dubai chocolate is that pistachio cream with the tahini and the kataffi. Everybody wants that crunch inside the chocolate, and the pistachio flavor, the nutty flavor, that roasted nut flavor, that's what makes the Dubai chocolate. So we went in with the 2 jars of the pistachio cream. We wanted it very pistachio-y, and I could tell you it was really yummy. You guys could adjust it to the way you guys will like. When I'm baking or making stuff like this, if it's eatable, I'll take a taste test so I could like taste it to make sure I'm not overpowering the ingredients. Certain stuff when you're baking or making stuff you can't taste because it usually has raw eggs in it and all that, and you're not supposed to eat the raw eggs. When a lot of us used to eat the cake batters, when our grandmas and our moms used to bake or whatever. But yeah. So yeah, I always taste my food. So now we're gonna go in with the pistachios, and we are going to chop up those pistachios. I don't know how much of a clip I added in here of the pistachio clip. It took me quite a bit to cut the pistachios. Now that I think about it, I have a little food chopper. I should probably just use the food chopper, but I wanted to be Rachel Ray and chop up the pistachios with the hard way, the knife, and it took me forever. I'm making a big old mess with the pistachios. They're flying everywhere in the kitchen. But the best part of this part of me cutting the pistachios this way, it made the kitchen smell like pistachios. My hands smell like pistachios after. I like to smell pistachios, so some people might not like it, but that was the only good thing about doing it the hard way. So, yeah. I should have probably just done it with a little chopper, but we wanted to be fancy and do it the Food Network way. But, there may or may not be pistachios somewhere hidden. You can see the pistachios just flying as I'm trying to chop it up like I'm a sous chef. But yeah, this was a fun video to make. I like to go out of my way to like find different recipes. I'm trying to bring more recipes to my YouTube channel. There's a couple other videos I'm trying to like make, like TikTok inspired videos. I've been watching other YouTubers who have inspired me to try and make the similar videos. They find TikTok recipes and then they make it at home because, you know, on social media sometimes some of the trends, they hype up the trends a lot, so you don't know if it's true or not, and then some people are getting paid to say certain things of that product. So I'm adding a little bit of the pistachios inside the pistachio cream right now. So I'm sorry I got a little sidetracked, but I'm putting a little bit of the pistachios inside the pistachio cream, and I'm gonna save the rest for the actual chocolate bar. So we're gonna move on to the next step. Let me clean my mess of all my flying pistachios. I think the next step, let's see, I really did edit this clip. I just fast forwarded it. I'm just probably editing clips for the TikTok version. So what my original plan was, when I was gonna do the layers, after stuffing, I was gonna put the chocolate. So I'm putting pistachios first, because the molds are already set with the first layer of chocolate. Putting pistachios on the bottom, so that way it adds more pistachio flavor as you're taking a bite of your candy bar. So I'm gonna add in the pistachio cream. So my original plan is, when I did the last layer of chocolate, I was gonna add in the drizzle, do the pretty drizzle pattern on the outside, and then the dust too, so it can match the opposite side of the chocolate bar. But you'll see when I was trying to do the chocolate, it overflowed, so I couldn't do that. But yeah, we're just filling the kataffi and just like Play-Doh. You're like gonna spread it all evenly as possible inside the chocolate bar, up into the point where it starts coming out. You want it flush with the mold, so when you put the first layer, it's gonna cover it all evenly. So I'm just like packing it in. It does kind of look like hay when you're putting it in, or like alfalfa. I don't know if you guys, some people are farmers or whatever, it looks like alfalfa. But yeah, it's very good. We did taste the filling by itself. I understand what the hype was. You guys are gonna see my honest reaction when I'm taste testing it. So that's what we're just doing. So now I'm going in for the first chocolate bar. We're gonna go in and add the last chocolate layer to seal up the chocolate bar. So this is where I started noticing I should just stuck with that first layer, but then I kept adding and adding and adding because I didn't think it was gonna spread evenly. But I added too much chocolate, and then I started making a big old mess as once I started spreading it out, started overfilling on the mold and ended up on the counter. That was hard for me to clean up once it got on the counter and hardened. I had to scrub. But yeah, you start seeing that I did add a little bit too much chocolate, but luckily I did, because this chocolate bar was a big chocolate bar, and of course the stuffing was a little heavier than the first layer of chocolate, so I needed that stability for the bottom part of the chocolate bar, because this part you're seeing is the bottom part of the chocolate bar. I needed that stability, so that's why it did help with the extra chocolate that I ended up overfilling. It came out really pretty. I'm just cleaning up the mess because I started seeing that it was overflowing, and I started freaking out because I was like, I gotta clean this up before it starts hardening on me. But at the same time, I was trying to hurry up and evenly spread the chocolate as evenly as possible so that way it looks pretty. Because we want the chocolate to look pretty. I mean, sometimes it doesn't come out good. When I did unmold it, those extra little pieces that you just have to shave off and to peel off, and it looked pretty. So the first chocolate bar is complete. I'm gonna do the same process with the blue chocolate bar, but I don't think I did the process on camera because I was more worried about trying to clean up the mess of the chocolate because I didn't want it to harden on the counter. But I will see you on my next clips of what we're gonna do next. Yeah. Just cleaning up. Oh my gosh, it has made such a mess. Here's the 2 chocolate bars in the freezer. Alright, you guys, so I just finished making the Dubai chocolate bars. They're in the freezer right now. I've heard people say to leave them for like an hour or 2, most at 3 hours, so we have to wait for our chocolate. But if you stick around to this time of the video, I made myself a little snack. So a lot of people like eating the tahini and the pistachio and the katafi, and they mix it into like the spread and all that. And then they like to eat it by itself. So I did that exactly. Oops. I did that exactly. So we're gonna eat it like that. This is gonna be sweetness overload for today. I know what the hype about. That tastes better homemade. I didn't get to try the original one. Okay, so I just tasted that. That's good. So I didn't get to try the original chocolate, but when I went to World Market, this is what I got. These are small little chocolate bars. And you could tell we've already eaten pretty much most of them. They were pretty tasty. It does taste like compared these to the ones I just made, it tastes exactly like it, but it's just I put more pistachio in the cream. And then I found this. I found this too as well. This is a cookie. I've already eaten one of the cookies. It was pretty tasty. So it has like the cookie, and then it has the Dubai mix, pistachio mix with the katafi and all that. And then on the top, it's covered of course with chocolate. And then it has the pistachios and the katafi on top. Those are the ones I ended up finding at World Market. I couldn't find the original one, so to taste it, like I told you, I was having issues getting it shipped to my place, and then I don't really trust TikTok Shop, and it does take a while for stuff to come up on TikTok Shop. So this was really tasty. While I'm eating some of this, I'm gonna let my mom taste it like this. It is really good. Now I know why people are so obsessed with it. I was wondering, like, what the heck is so, just like, what's the deal? But since you guys stayed to this one, since we have to wait for the Dubai chocolate that I just made, homemade, since we have to wait for it to chill and set, welcome to this portion of the vlog. So I found this on Amazon. So it is the Dubai chocolate, but with cotton candy in there, and it does have the pistachio filling, so it's called angel hair. But what I've learned about this one, it is cotton candy. A lot of people were like wondering, well, what the heck is angel hair? I've seen other videos of this as well. That's what that looks like. So we're gonna test this one. So it's raspberry white chocolate with cotton candy and pistachio cream. It's exactly like the Dubai chocolate. I tried getting it on Amazon and it didn't want to get shipped to my place. I could probably find another seller too, but I wanted to try the original one that went viral. I'm going to try and do a little video for TikTok as well before my phone dies. So this is the candy bar I am going to be reviewing today for you guys. So I have two cameras right now recording for TikTok and YouTube. We want to do this in one shot, so we're going to open it. And it's like opening a chocolate bar, like a chocolate bar from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I've had this for quite a while in the refrigerator, so I made this video, and I was like, I need to hurry up and make a video so I could review this. So we're opening the chocolate. First impression on this one, it is so pretty. Perfect packaging. It's pink and cute and girly, just like me. So that is what that looks like. It is pink, and then it has patterns on it as well. It kind of melted when I received it, so I had to put it in the refrigerator. But we are going to crack it. Not as much of an impression that I thought it was going to happen, but I do see the cotton candy. I don't know if you guys can see it. And I have a filter on TikTok here. Let's try it again. And you can barely see the cotton candy in here. It does look kind of weird. I'm gonna crack this one in half. You do see the pistachio. Taste this pistachio cream. You could barely taste oh, I got a little piece right here that had the cotton candy in it. It doesn't taste like nothing. I taste more of the white chocolate though. This one's alright. Didn't really like it. I taste more of the white chocolate, and because the white chocolate's milky, it does not go well with my taste buds. So this one was okay. It's very sweet, just not for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video. I will see you guys in a while. Okay, the chocolate is out of the freezer. Let's take a look, and nothing. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. So the chocolate is out of the refrigerator. Here is the mold, the small one. Here's the huge one. We're going to demold them right now. So we're gonna try to demold them. And be careful with this process. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. It's so pretty, I can see it. So getting there. So here's the first chocolate bar. It is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Here's the first one. Second one is the big monstrous one. Me and my family are gonna share this one for sure. I would not recommend eating it in one sitting. But it came out nice. Probably just gonna break off the excess trimmings. Wow, that looks amazing. Huge. That looks amazing. This one is bigger than my face. Let me show you the comparison. I gotta do this before my hands melt the chocolate because we didn't wait that long. I wanted to hurry up. So this is the comparison between the two. Look how big this one is to this one. These are huge. This one is huge compared to that one. Look. Comparison. Those came out really cute. Now I gotta clean my area. And we're gonna taste test my homemade chocolate bar. I'll clean my area real quick. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna open the little tiny one first. This is what this one looks like. We are going to crack it open. Wow. That's what that one looks like. That's what it looks like. We're gonna taste it. I'm gonna crack it again for TikTok. Ooh. Hey, the crack. Ooh. So we're gonna taste it. Yes. You need to come and try this, mother. Oh my gosh. No wonder this has been viral. And this one tastes better. Oh, excuse me, I'm drooling. So good it made me drool. Oh my gosh. That hit the spot right there. This is a good period craving. If I make this every time I'm on period. Wow. Wow. I am speechless. And I'm eating this right before dinner, but I don't care. That big chocolate bar, I'm gonna cut it up into like little fours. We're not gonna eat the whole chocolate bar in one night, but it's a good little treat. Oh my god. Wow. That is delicious. I'm glad I caved in and bought it. This big one, because it has big old squares, I'm gonna cut them up in little squares. Oh my gosh. That was tasty. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Alright, YouTube, I had to go off and turn off the video for TikTok because the video was already ending. But I wanted to come on here and tell you guys, oh my gosh. You guys need to I can't even talk. What? I think I have a sugar rush right now. Sugar rush right now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video for you guys. You guys need to try this at home. Make this at home. I couldn't get the original chocolate bar, but I'm pretty sure it's just as good. But make this at home. If everything is always better homemade, so try this recipe out, and yeah, I might put down the comments. I don't know how I'm gonna put the stuff and how much I used. I just eyeballed everything, especially the kataffi and the tahini. I just eyeballed everything, and then like of course with the green with the orange color chocolate, I just made it to a color that I thought would look good. But yeah, you guys, oh my gosh, I'm like so happy right now. That like boosted up my mood. That was really good. I'm probably gonna finish the rest of this before dinner. Probably eat another little bite because I cut this up like that. I have two little pieces like that already. I ate one piece. The other half I'm going to share with my mom and dad, and then the other big one I'm gonna, since it's a big chocolate bar, I'm gonna cut it up into the little squares that I originally had on the in here. But yeah, you guys, you guys need to see what the hype is. I did understand what the hype was, but now making it homemade from scratch was really nice. So yeah, I will see you guys on my next video. Before I get too hyper, as you could tell, I'm like hyper. This really hit my period right now. Like that really hit the spot right now because I'm on my period. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you guys do make it and you guys do film it. I want to see you guys' videos. Yeah, so yeah, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos like this one, because I have a lot of videos planned out, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. I wanna stay in the sunlight.